Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we're talking love and marriage, Huntsville. Y'all know what you like here. Anything I say is alleged in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagrammies at Anonymous Reality Tea. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so that it gets out into the algorithm. Free, you guys, to share with your family, your friends, and your foes. Free, whether you are coming or going, like this video. So we've got an LAMH update, y'all. And before we get into that, I want to say the following. So on this platform, I have been saying that when we saw the preview of, Tisha Scott's mom on Carlos King's Reality with the King. He had those couple of episodes. There was one with the Ready to Love people. There was one with Joy and Clifton from Love and Marriage DC. There was one with Lisa Ray and so on and so forth. And Tisha's mom was in the preview. And I said, this is probably to introduce her back to, the platform so that she can be back on the show. I said that. I also said, there is no official press release regarding the status of the show. There's no press release that says that the show is renewed. There's also no press release the show is canceled. I said that. I also have said since the end of last year that it started with Nell Fletcher confirming that the cast would start filming in January 2025. I said that. I said that. I also said Carlos King said on his show that the cast was filming. I said that. I also said here that Tisha and Marceau basically confirmed when filming was going to start for them on the hostage live that they did. they were asking the people what they wanted to see. The people kept saying they wanted to see Black excellence. And remember, that was the same live that Tisha said that she has to feel like she has to dumb herself down for the Black people. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. We also had proof that Trish and Marquez and Ken were filming. And remember, there was allegedly a pow-pow, a knuck a few bucks situation that took place. Then we had, of course, the leaked text messages that came out between Marquez and Trish. And then we had a follow-up interview that Queen Sheba did with Marquez that confirmed that he was no longer on the show. And they allegedly had blamed the text messages and had allegedly blamed a previous Queen Sheba interview. So I'm confused. We've been talking about the show has been filming. So at least over here we have. We're aware of that. However, I said there still is not an active press release that says the actual status of the show. And per Winter from formerly Love and Marriage DC, she said that, yes, you guys have filmed when there was no official word that, the status of the show and this and that it can take upwards of a year sometimes with however they're doing things at OWN for the show to air. I've said all of that. We said all of that. We talked about that over here. Also, I want to say as well, for anybody that's going to be in the comments, why are we talking about LAMH and why are we doing all this and that? This is going to give them this and give them that. Here's the thing, you guys. Here's the thing. I told y'all from the start, as far as watching the show, reviewing the show, all that is done. But any mess, that's what you're here for. Any mess, we're going to talk about it because here's the thing of it all. Here's the hypocrisy of it all. Y'all said that Mel was the reason that the show was toxic. Y'all said Mel, the Mel supporters, the Melameters, they were the reason that the show was in the toilet, the show was in the dumps. They were cause for all this negative, things that was happening to everybody. Y'all said that. But Mel is off in St. Thomas. She is off on a beautiful location on a private villa with 5 bedrooms, 6.5 baths, with her brother, with her mom, and with the 4 kids. And with private chefs and private everything. Y'all said that she was the issue. Mel has left the show. And y'all are filming this new season, and it has been nothing but mess. There is no black excellence to discuss. Make it make sense. So, nonetheless, with all that backstory, we have a follow-up that we need to get to. And the follow-up that we need to get to is courtesy of fellow YouTuber Giving You the Real Tea. Giving You the Real Tea had an exclusive, had the YouTuber show up, you guys. Show up for a live interview, you guys. A live interview or whatever. So I'm going to summarize what happened, right? What they're saying happened. So they're going back over the story. Basically, I guess they're going to do some lives on their platform and play, I guess, everything from start to finish of all of the recordings. Of all the recordings, y'all. And at this point, if you're dealing with people who have already told you that they're going to be recording just like how Tasha K records people, allegedly, you know what time it is. You know what you've signed up for, right? But basically, what has happened now is quote-unquote the blogger is saying that, some people, I guess, have had the story wrong and that, Destiny, Tisha, and Kimmy weren't even on set yet. I think we said that, though. We said that they weren't on set yet. But anyways, that they were not on set yet. Said that, Tisha's mom was telling him that he could go to a gym or somewhere else or what have you because they're going to be filming all night and this and that. Basically was told that he was invited, said that this was open to the public. He drove from wherever he lives, right? I'm not going to reveal that information because it's not my business. But nonetheless, drove wherever he lives and drove down to Huntsville because he was invited for, whatever this thing was with Tisha's mom. I don't know if it was a food truck or tasting of some food or whatever, or nonetheless, right? And whoever spotted him or whatever, it didn't go well. And it sounds like, to me, the question was asked if he felt set up or not, and he kind of said yes and no, but he made the comment that Tisha's mom said, yeah, I want you here so you can talk your shh. I want you here so you can talk your shh. So wouldn't that indicate to you that Tisha's mom was hoping that cameras would catch, the blogger saying some of the things that they say on their platform? To be messy for the show? Because what else would you need to talk your shh for if there's no intentions of anybody filming anything? And you specifically invited him knowing that there's going to be a film day. And you specifically, knew there's going to be a day that you're filming. This was supposed to be allegedly your event. And they were supposed to be, whatever, right? And I presume the rest of the cast was going to get there whenever they were going to get there. But obviously some people were there that said, no, I'm not filming if he's here. So then we get to, basically he confirms that he was walking back to his car, said he'll leave, it's fine, but then basically was followed out by security and was pissed off because it's like, well, why is security here? But here's my thing, right? I feel either a couple of things are going to happen, right? Because they're either going to try to spin this and make it seem as though all of the YouTubers as a whole that talk about LAMH are an issue and that they're out of control and that they're this and that they're that. No. Because I haven't been to set. I've never been to Huntsville, Alabama. So, and I'm sure there's plenty of other YouTubers who have never been to Huntsville, Alabama, right? And it's interesting because there's been a number of times that Funky Dineva has been invited to Huntsville, Alabama. We also have seen Bondi Blue who has been in Huntsville, Alabama. And it's interesting because I've never heard of anything going down, in those situations. And we know, of course, Funky Dineva, he was featured on the show, on the celebration shows. So, can we keep it a buck for a minute, you guys? Because, like I said, some of these relationships are transactional, and people need to be honest about what it is. Now, you want to blame production, you want to blame whoever, whatever, fine. But you can't tell me that people in the cast don't know who these YouTubers are and don't feel a way about some of this commentary. Yeah, they'll gas you up. Yeah, they'll be in your DMs and in your comments and everything else. But nonetheless, this is a bleep show. This is a complete and utter bleep show. So, is this going to be a situation now where Tisha's mom's going to be dragged all day? Because did she inform production that the blogger was going to be there? Where the I's dotted and the T's crossed? And is Tisha's mom going to come out and say anything now? And now, according to the blogger, apparently now, I guess, Tisha's mom's tried to reach out, tried to apologize or whatever, and he allegedly has her blocked. But my thing is this, what are we achieving at this point? What was the goal? My thing is, we at this point, like if everybody's really cool for real, you should be able to go to Huntsville whenever you want to see Tisha's mom. Or Bessemer, or wherever, to see Tisha's mom. Independent of if the show is filming or not. But I'm just confused because Tisha's mom just got this gig back, just got this job back, basically. Oh, because Mel's gone, but just got this job back. And already there is foolishness. There is already mess. We already have a fight. Now we have an issue where a blogger now, like security's following him out. And that's what he wanted to make it clear. He said it was open to the public, but a closed set. But Tisha's mom had the intent of mess ensuing if she is telling him to talk your shh. That's not a situation to me where you're trying to have something that's all copacetic, that's all professional, that's all nicety nice on a day of filming. No. That sounds like you're hoping for some type of soundbite or some type of mess to pop off and everything else to try to utilize for a storyline. But overall, this is a complete and utter hot mess. This is all a complete and utter disaster. And, ultimately, until Carlos King, sets boundaries, until, the show decides to, go in a different direction, there's going to be continued mess. But I don't want to hear anymore that X, Y, and Z is Mel's fault or Mel supporters' fault or the Millimeter's fault, because this is a perfect example of there's been several incidents. We're not even fully in the first quarter, done with the first quarter of 2025 yet. And there has been nothing but mess to discuss. There has been nothing but mess that is taking place as it pertains to LAMH. And I want to say this too, because people are going to be like, well, why are we saying, anything about LAMH? Here's the thing. Even if I don't say anything about LAMH, other people on this platform are still going to talk about it, you guys. Like that's the whole thing. Even if I say I'm never going to say it again, people are still going to talk about it. And then the other side too is I have been putting out other content every day, and I would like the support of the other content so that we don't have to keep revisiting LAMH. But nonetheless, here we are. So that is the latest update I have. You can go to Giving You the Real Tea if you want to see the interview and everything else of what the bloggers' take on is on what happened and everything else and all of that good stuff. But I mean, it sounds like between production and Tasha's mom that there's mess. And is Tasha's mom going to come out and say anything? Or is that going to risk her, position on the show? But my thing is, Carlos King, you ruined this yourself when you decided to implement social media into the show on the first place. You started using social media rumors on this show to facilitate storylines because you have cast members on this show that do not want to tell or show their real lives. And so now all of a sudden, when everything has gotten out of hand, or you have your own personal beef or your own personal issues with whoever, you now want to try to put this hammer down. You now want to try to kick people off set and do all this other stuff. Like it's not that serious. But then at the same token, y'all are the same people who all these cast members still talk to bloggers. Some of the production people still talk to bloggers. So it's cool when you feel like there's a benefit, when there's a mutual benefit of talking to each other, allegedly spilling tea, allegedly saying X, Y, and Z about the show. That's all well and good. But now it's a problem if things are on set. No. Miss me with the nonsense of it all. I just cannot, I just wish people would keep it a buck. Keep it a buck. Either you're against everything in terms of all bloggers, everything associated with this show, or y'all are going to pick and choose when y'all want to utilize bloggers and YouTubers and everything else to facilitate content and storylines for the show. But if Tisha's mom specifically is saying to talk your shh, she's anticipating mess to ensue. So we were already on the wrong foot as far as I'm concerned. So there is that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.